Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to play another game from our ELO Greatest Teams Tournament. Still on day one. There's a lot of games to play. It's a 14-game schedule, and every team plays every day. So I think there's, they say 72 teams or something like that. Definitely a lot of teams in 4 divisions. And tonight's game is going to be the 1947 New York Yankees, world champion 1947 New York Yankees, and the 2001 Oakland Athletics. Now, the Oakland Athletics actually won 102 games in 2001. Unfortunately, it was the same year that the Seattle Mariners won 116 games. So, I think, yeah, they did have the wild card back then. So they did win the wild card. But did not get to the World Series that year. Oh, neither did the Seattle Mariners either, as it was, I believe, the New York Yankees. But anyway, here is the lineup against Barry Zito. I'll be managing the 2001 Oakland Athletics, as they are the home team. And just because they're not the Yankees. But anyway, no, I'm managing all the home teams. Unless it's the Red Sox, then I'll manage the Boston teams, kind of like what our Red Sox fan does. So anyway, Barry Zito on the mound for the Oakland Athletics. In 2001, he had a record of 17-8 with a 3.49 ERA. He pitched 214 innings in a third. Allowed 184 hits, 18 home runs, 80 walks, and 205 strikeouts. And opponents hit 234. Left-handed batters hit 234 against him, and 229 against right-handed batters. Well, right-handed batters hit against them. I could have picked Mark Mulder, and there's one other, I can't think of the name. He was on the Braves for a while. I can't think of his name offhand. It'll come to me later on. But I could have picked another. Let me think of his name. Hold on there. Tim Hudson, that was him. Anyway, couldn't think of his name for a second there. But I decided to go with Barry Zito because he had the lowest averages against, and he had the most strikeouts, that kind of stuff. So I just went with him. And it was kind of funny because I picked a lefty. The computer who picked the New York Yankees did not pick Yogi Berra at catcher. They picked Ralph Houck, which was kind of an interesting choice there. But anyway, the computer picked him. I didn't. So yeah. So that is the reason I picked Barry Zito there. So the New York Yankees lineup picked by the computer is Snuffy Sternweiss. The second baseman will lead it off, followed by the left fielder Johnny Lindell. Batting third is Tommy Henrich, the right fielder. Batting cleanup, Joe DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. Batting fifth is the first baseman, George McGuinn. At DH, and we are using a DH because it is the 2001 Oakland Athletics, who are the home team. So DH will be used. So batting sixth is Allie Clark, the right fielder. The DH. Just got done saying that. Batting seventh is Billy Johnson, the third baseman. Phil Rizzuto, the shortstop, they got batting all the way down at number 8. For some reason. And batting ninth and catching is Ralph Houck. Now, if you look at Ralph, I guess Ralph Houck's stats weren't too bad, but he only had 92 at-bats in 1947. Not much, no power at all, really. So that was an interesting choice. I think I still would have gone with Yogi Berra, but let's take a look at Yogi Berra's stats. They don't have splits back then, so yeah, for some reason they didn't go with Yogi Berra. So I don't know. He was only 22 at the time too, so maybe that's why. And Ralph Houck was, how old was he? Was 27, so I don't know. But anyway, Mr. Brody is here. He's got his Pooh Bear there, ready to call another game. He wanted to go out to bed, but I managed to convince him to. There we go. He goes in this co-host seat. Managed to do another game here before we went to bed. As he gets ready, gets all, spins around, gets comfortable. Licks his paws there, gets him all ready there. He's had a big day today. He visited his, well, one of his girlfriends there, Mocha, who's a big hound dog, a hound mix kind of thing. But that's one of his buddies there, so he got to hang around with her outside, and so he's kind of tired out from that, from visiting and everything. Anyway, let's get the game underway there. So Snuffy Sternweiss steps up to the plate. Snuffy hit .256 with 5 homers and 41 runs batted in 1947. So Zito looks in for the sign from Hernandez. And actually, before we do that, let's go over the defense for the Oakland Athletics. So we have Jeremy Giambi in left field, the brother of Jason Giambi, who was at first base. Jeremy Giambi actually played a year with the Boston Red Sox his last year in the early 2000s. So Jerry Giambi, he is a poor. He originally was the DH a lot of the season, but because the Oakland Athletic lineup had a serious gap here in their outfield, especially at left field, they didn't really have a left fielder who played a lot of games. So in order to get a left fielder in there, I had to put Jeremy Giambi there at left field and put Almeida Signs at DH. So they have a little bit of a gap in their lineup. So we'll see how we can, see if we can manage around that. They did have some holes in their lineup there a little bit. But overall, a very good lineup, though. So in center field, Johnny Damon. In right field, Terrence Long. He was originally I had him in left field because he was a little bit better in left field. But again, I had to fill all the positions there. So in the infield, Eric Chavez, excellent defender at third. Miguel Tejada at short. Frank, I think it's Frank Menancino. Yeah, Frank Menancino, the second baseman. And Jason Giambi at first. And Ramon Hernandez behind the plate. And Barry Zito on the mound. So definitely a good team. I guess they won 102 games, but we'll see how they fare against the 1947 Yankees. So all right, so do the quick 1-1 as Zito looks in for the sign for Hernandez. Nods his head. Here's the windup in the pitch from the left-hander. 1-1 delivery. Sternweiss goes deep the other way to right. Long retreating. Back. And just short of the wall. Positions himself. And has it for the out. So one gone in the Yankee first. So that brings up Johnny Lindell. He hit .275 with 11 homers and 67 runs batted in 1947. Here's the pitch by Zito. One strike pitch. Pop fly off the bat of Lindell. Shallow right. Long coming in hard. Still coming. He's there. And he has it for out number 2. So 2 outs in the Yankee first. Brings up Tommy Henrich. Henrich. Maybe that's how I pronounce it. Henrich. Henrich hit .287 with 16 homers and 98 runs batted in. Ball 1-0 count. Zito deals. Ground ball to the right side. Menancino moves into the hole. Up with it. Gets rid of it. And Henrich is retired for the third out. So the Yankees go in order in the first. So we head to the bottom of the first. So Allie Reynolds pitching for the 1947 Yankees. He had a record of 19-8 with an ERA of 3.20. He pitched 241 and 2/3 innings, allowed 207 hits, 23 home runs, 123 walks, and 129 strikeouts. So a lot of walks. Walk every 2 innings. So that's quite a bit. The same thing, same strikeout ratio pretty much. And had 2 saves. Opponents hit 227 against him, and that includes the lefties and righties combined. So Damon steps into the box. He'll be batting first, the center fielder. Frank Menachino, the second baseman, bats second. Jason Giambi, the first baseman, bats third. Batting cleanup is the shortstop Miguel Tejada. Batting fifth is Eric Chavez, the third baseman. Batting sixth is Ramon Hernandez behind the plate. Jeremy Giambi is left fielder, bats seventh. Almeida Signs, the DH, bats eighth. And Terrence Long, the right fielder, bats ninth. So Johnny Damon, like I said, hit 256 with 9 homers and 49 runs batted in. He hit 252 versus right-handed pitchers. So he'll be swinging away. So in the outfield, it's Lindell, DiMaggio, and Henrich. In the infield, it's Johnson, Rizzuto, Sternweiss, and McQuinn. And Ralph Houck behind the plate. And Reynolds on the mound. So here's the windup and the pitch by Reynolds. 2-0 on Damon. Here's the kick and delivery. It's hitting the air toward DiMaggio. Simple fly ball for out number 1. So to bring up Frank Menachino. Hit 242 with 12 homers and 60 runs batted in. Hit only 203 against the lefties. Against righties. PF pitcher Menachino. And he strikes him out. So to bring up Jason Giambi, had a monster year in 2001. Hit 342 with 38 homers and 120 runs batted in. Walked 129 times, so very good eye, and only struck out 83 times. He hit 347 against the righties with a 491 on-base percentage. So a very dangerous hitter. So Reynolds looks in for a sign from Hulk. He has the windup in the pitch, 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a 2-2 pitch. So that is it for Oakland as they go in order also in the first. And after 1 full, no score. And I started the video before I started this right here. So anyway, 2-1 count on DiMaggio in the air to left. Giambi moving to left center and makes the catch. So Joe DiMaggio gets retired. Sorry about that. Had to pause it for a second and get a drink. As it does, I do get awful thirsty doing these games. As those of you who know. Dry mouth can occur when you're doing these games, especially when you're doing quite a few games. So, alright, so 1 down in the Yankees second. It brings up George McQuinn. McQuinn hit 304 with 13 homers and 80 runs batted in. And I did not go over DiMaggio's stats, so let's go over those. Apologize. DiMaggio hit 315 with 20 homers and 97 runs batted in 1947. So McQuinn in the box. Lefty on lefty here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped over the first base bag. Giambi knocks it down. Keeps it in front of him. And easily beats McQuinn to the bag. So there'll be 3 unassisted. So 2 quick outs in the Yankees second. That'll bring up Ellie Clark. Ellie Clark hit 373 with a homer and 14 runs batted in. Only had 67 at bats, but he is the DH. 1-2 count. Zito delivers. Clark checks his swing, and they appeal. And they said he went around. So the Yankees go in order in the second. So we head to the bottom of the second with still no score. It'll be Tejada, Chavez, and Hernandez up for the Athletics here in the second. Tejada hit .267 with 31 homers and 113 runs batted in. Hit .264 against the righties. Here's a delivery by Reynolds. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reynolds comes home. Reynolds pops him up. And Hoke is there and has it for out number 1. Miss Maggs has joined us. So Eric Chavez up now. Chavez hit .288 with 32 homers and 114 runs batted in. Hit .304 against the righties. Here's a delivery by Reynolds. 2-2 delivery. Chavez swings and strikes out on a pitch low and out of the zone. So 2 outs in the Oakland second. Brings up Ramon Hernandez. Hernandez hit .254 with 15 homers and 60 runs batted in. A .261 hitter against the righties. Reynolds fires and delivers. Full count. Swinging a line single to left. Juggled out by Lindell. It takes a turn. Hernandez decides to hold at first. So that's the first hit for either team. He's a 2-out single by Hernandez. So Jeremy Giambi right now looks a lot like his brother, Jason Giambi. Not quite the player that his brother was, but he had some good years. So he'll swing away with a runner on first. 2-1 count. Here's the delivery. Struck well to deep and right. Henrik is chasing it back. Checks to see where he's at, and he takes it for out number 3. So Giambi gave that one a ride, but just a long out. So after 2 full, no score. All right, so Zito will face the bottom third of the order. Johnson, Rizzuto, and Houck. Billy Johnson hit .285 with 10 homers and 95 runs batted in 47. 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball belted to left center. On the move is Giambi. Onto the track. And he puts it away. So Johnson gave that one a ride, but again, just another long out. So that brings up Phil Rizzuto. Rizzuto hit .273 with 2 homers and 60 runs batted in. 2 balls and a strike on Rizzuto. Zito's pitch to Rizzuto. It's lined up the middle. Makino to his right. And takes it in for the out number 2. So it'll be up to number 9 hitter, Ralph Houck. Houck hit .272 with 12 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Houck pops it way up in the air on the left side of the infield. And it should end inning as Chavez has a beat on the foul ground and makes the catch. So after 2.5, still no score. So a good pitching duel so far. So it'll be Signs the DH, Long, and then top of the order Damon. Signs hit just .220 with 9 homers and 32 runs batted in. Hit just .205 against righties. Again, there were some holes in the Oakland lineup, and this was probably about as good as I could get for a DH, considering they're an American League team. But they did win 102 games on the season, so they did have a lot of success. So ball 1 offering on the ground to the left side. Johnson is on it and takes care of Signs. So 1 gone in the Oakland third. Brings up Terrence Long, the number 9 hitter. Had a good year. Had hit .283 with 12 homers and 85 runs batted in. And I had him bat number 9 just to just to get the righty-lefty alternate. And he just happened to fit in there. Hit 286 against the righties. It's almost like having two leadoff hitters in a way. So 2-strike pitch, ground between first and second. McQuinn moves to the right, and he cannot get it. Taken by Sternweiss, though, and looks for the pitcher covering. Flips it to Reynolds, and Long is out. That was a kind of slow developing play, but they're actually able to get Long out anyway. So 2 outs. Brings up the top of the order, Damon. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the kick by Reynolds. Easy fly ball to center, last time up. And he gives a weak fly to short center this time. DiMaggio has it. And that'll do it for the A's in the third. So after 3 full, all goose eggs. Yankees up against Zito. Excuse me, still looking for their first hit. Sternweiss, Lindell, and Henrich. Henrich, top of the order up for the Yankees in the fourth. Payoff purchase Sternweiss, way outside. So the Yankees have their first base runner. A leadoff walk to Sternweiss. Sternweiss, very good runner, but average stealing ability. And we are going to do a pickoff as Giambi is holding him on. Move to first. Sternweiss is back. So Lindell up now. Lindell 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss gets signal to steal. Didn't get a good jump. Zito misses at the shoulders for ball 1. So Sternweiss decides not to go after he did not get a good jump. Zito working from the stretch. Here's the payoff. Check swing roller to third. Play was made by Chavez. And only play is to first. As Sternweiss moves into scoring position with a 1 down now. So that brings up Henrich. Henrich 0 for 1. 1-1 to Henrich. Zito's pitch. And it hits him. So Henrich is down. Trainer takes a look at him. Now he's up. And looks like he'll be okay. So they'll put runners on first and second. So the Yankees threatening here with just 1 down. Oakland dangerous Joe DiMaggio up now. Joe DiMaggio, he said, hit .315 with 20 homers and 97 runs batted in. So Oakland playing back for the double play. Would love to turn 2. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. And DiMaggio finding a ball up in the zone. Lines a base hit to left field. Sternweiss around third. Heinrich is around second. Sternweiss going for home. Heinrich holds at second. He's poor, though. His arm is fair. Sternweiss is average speed runner, very good. Heinrich will probably move up to third. No. We're going to hold it there and hold Henrich at second. Sternweiss scores. So the Yankees go up 1-0. So that brings up McQuinn. McQuinn 0 for 1. Here's the delivery. And it hits him. Second hit batter by Zito. It'll load the bases. So Zito having a shaky inning here. So that brings up Allie Clark. I'll continue to play back. Struck out last time. 3-1 pitch. Zito offers. It's ball 4. So Zito having control issues here. And the Yankees have scored their second run. As Hernandez goes out to talk to Zito. So Billy Johnson up now. Johnson hitting .285. Hit .285 on the season. Deep fly ball to center last time. 2-0 pitch. Pitch to Johnson. Grounded hard. Through the middle. Tejada comes across. But he cannot get to it. DiMaggio scores. McQuinn rounds third. Clark rounds second. McQuinn is going for home. Clark holds at second. Oh, he's got a noodle arm, though. It says he's got an average arm here, so I'm going to try it. Throw goes home. It'll be close. Hernandez takes the throw, and he's safe. Oh, man. So 2 more runs come in. Oakland, the Yankees have scored 4. Still only 1 out as action in the Oakland bullpen. Brings up Phil Rizzuto. 2-1 offering. Tejada attempted a backward catch, and he pulled it off. Oh, I thought he didn't make it. So he pulls it off. So Tejada makes a great basket catch there. So 2 outs now. Ralph Houck up now. Yankees still only had 2 hits this inning. There were 2 hits, batsmen too. So 1-0 count. Hernandez is able to block that last hit. 3 balls and a strike. Zito's pitch to Houck. Change up down the middle. Belted to very deep left. Back goes Giambi on left shoulder, and he makes the grab. Whew. But the Yankees are able to score 4 on only 2 hits. They had a couple of hits batsmen and I think a walk or 2. And the Yankees have a 4-0 lead after 3.5. So Oakland in the hole now. Reynolds with a 4-run lead now to work with. So Menchino up now. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 count. Reynolds works. Little ground ball in the hole at short. Gets it. Throws it. And Rizzuto gets Menchino. So 1 down in the Oakland 4th. Brings up Jason Giambi. Giambi 0 for 1 today. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Dived by Rizzuto. It's off of his glove. And it rolls in the center for a hit. So Giambi is on with the second Oakland hit. A 1-out single here in the 4th. So that brings up Tejada. Tejada is 0 for 1. Tejada could cut the lead in half with 1 swing here. 0-1 count. Reynolds works to Tejada. On the ground down the third base line. Johnson has it. Over to second for 1. Back to first. And they turn 2. So Oakland is gone in the 4th. And it's 4-0 Yankees after 4 full. The Yankees will have top of the order Sternweiss, Lindell, and Henrich up against Zito. Zito toes the rubber. 1-2 pitch, pop fly in the infield. Tejada takes charge and handles it for out number 1. So that brings up Lindell. Lindell 0 for 2. On the rubber, 3-1 count. Zito delivers. And it's ball 4. So Zito walks his 3rd batter of the day. Henrich up now. Hit by a pitch last time. 1-strike pitch. It's lofted into left center field. Damon with a long run. And he won't get to it. Oh, man. Lindell moves around 3rd. But he'll stay there. So runners at the corners as once again the Yankees are threatening again. And Joe DiMaggio is up. It's not going to get any easier now. Singled his last time up. The delivery. Little fly ball out over short. And it falls in for a single. Oh, man. And Giambi can't find the handle. Lindell comes in. Henrich takes 3rd. Giambi with the error. So they'll put runners on 2nd and 3rd as the Yankees are now at 5-0. And that is going to be it for Zito. As Art Manager Art Howe has seen enough. Let's see, who are we going to bring in now? As we have McQuinn coming up, so it's going to be lefty, righty, righty, righty. Okay. Let's see here. I think we got to bring in maybe Gil Heredia. No. I'm going to go with Jeff Tam. We're going to bring in Jeff Tam. Yeah, Jeff Tam is going to come in. So Zito chased from the game. Cannot even get 5 innings. So Tam comes in. As Miss Maggs has joined us, Mr. Brody has given up his co-host seat there. Alright, so Tam comes in to face McQuinn. McQuinn 0 for 1 so far on the day. He's also been hit by a pitch. Yep. Ball 1 delivery. Quinn hits a fly ball, and it's going to go foul on another play. So 1-1 count now. Now 1-2 count. And it's lined. Base hit to right field toward the line. In front of Long. 2 runs will score here. Man. And the Yankees open the floodgates now. 7-0. Unbelievable here. I knew there were some gaps in the Oakland lineup, and definitely showing it here in the defense. As Giambi is a poor defensive left fielder there. 0-1 pitch forthcoming. Hitting the line to left center. Giambi's on the move. And he cannot get there. Oh, man. He falls down. Oh, man. Giambi's killing us out there in left field. And Clark gets himself a double. So 7-0. They can't afford. They got to bring the infield in here. They cannot afford to go down by any more. Oh, man. Alright, so challenge hitter. Bring the infield in. Here we go. Alright, so Johnson up now. 1 for 2 on the day with 2 runs batted in already. 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ground to be first and second. Oh, man, another single. Unbelievable. That is going to be it for Tam. Tam is ineffective. Jim Mercier. Art Hall is going to replace Tam with Mercier. So Jim Mercier comes in. 2-8 record, but with a 3.43 ERA. I can't see how this team won 102 games. Alright. They're definitely not playing like they've won 100. They were a 102 game winner. Alright, here we go. Rizzuto in the box now. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Hitless on the day. Rizzuto behind 1-2. Mercier works. Ground ball to short. Todd is up with it. Mancino for 1 across the first. And the throw gets away. Oh, man. Their defense is killing them. Mancino with the error. A run comes in. 9-0 now. So that'll be an unearned run there. Ralph Hoke up now. I guess they don't need Yogi Berra. And ball is well hit out to deep left field. Giambi not even... Oh, man, a home run. As Ralph Houck, the guy who did not hit a home run all season, hits a home run here. How is that possible? He did not... He hit... Okay, he did... No, he didn't. He didn't hit a home run in 92 at-bats, but he hits one here. How does that happen? That one definitely must have been off Mercier. Let's look at Mercier's stats. He did let up 4 home runs in 63 innings. So, wow, that's definitely rolling against the odds there, but I guess it can happen. That's what makes this game interesting. So that is going to break it wide open now as the New York Yankees are on top 11-0. Whew, guess you can see why the Yankees were the world champions in 1947. Wow. Whew. I guess we're going to leave Mercier in. Nobody's really effective against the Yankee lineup today. 1-2 pitch. Sternweiss grounds it right at third. Chavez, the backhand grab, throws to first. Very close play. And Sternweiss is out. Finally, they are out of the inning after New York puts a 7 spot up, and it's 11-0. So Reynolds on cruise control now. Oh, boy. Oakland's really got their work cut out. They're going to have to start chipping away in big chunks now to have any opportunity here. So Chavez up now. He's 0 for 1. He's only been up once. 1-2 pitch coming. Line shot between first and second. McQuinn goes on his belly. Goes through for a single. So a good start for the Oakland 5th as they're down by 11. That'll bring up Hernandez. He has a hit so far today. 1-0 pitch. Hit the short. And no, they're going to turn 2. Nope. So they only go to first as Chavez moves to second. So it brings up Jeremy Giambi. Let's see what he can do. I can see why he was the DH. Flied out to deep right last time. Chavez moves off first. Second, full count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 swinging. So Giambi is doing just as bad in the field as at bat as he does at the field. So he's got 2 down now. So Almeida signs up now. Oh, 2 pitch. And strikes out. So that is it for Oakland in the 5th inning as they trail 11-0. As the fans are already starting to pull out of Oakland County Coliseum there. Or wherever it is they're playing. Or Network Associates Coliseum, I should say. All right. So Mercier back out there again. Lindell up at the plate. 0 for 2 so far with a run scored. 1-2 pitch. Ball hit hard back up the middle. Slowed down by Mercier. But Todd has it. 1 down. So Tommy Henrich up now. 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Had a base hit his last time up. 1-1 pitch. Line drive at Giambi. And finds a way into his glove for the out. So 2 quick outs in the New York 6th. Brings up DiMaggio. DiMaggio having a good day so far. 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored and a couple of runs batted in. Pulled around towards the left. DiMaggio ahead 2-0. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And Chino gloves it. Throws on the first. And the Yankees are gone in order, thankfully. So it'll be Long, Damon, and Mancino up against Reynolds in full command. Has only given up 3 hits and 5 innings of work. And no runs. So Long 0 for 1 so far today. Popped high in the infield. And at the mad scramble behind the mound, Sternweiss remains behind to make the catch. So it brings up Johnny Damon, hitless on the day. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Bouncer to second. Routine written all over it. And Sternweiss throws out over for the second out. So 2 quick outs in the Oakland 6th. And Chino up now. One-two pitch on the way. Bounce towards short. Cut off by Johnson with a nice grab. Throws over. And Mancino is out easily. McQuinn up now. McQuinn 1 for 2. Couple runs batted in. A couple runs scored. 3-2 pitch. Chino can't get to it, and it's off his glove in the center field. So McQuinn is on with his second hit of the day. Brings up Allie Clark, 1 for 2. Double back in the 5th. Here's a delivery. Hit out to Damon. Knuckling a bit, and reaches down, and makes a knee-high catch. As McQuinn holds at first. Billy Johnson, 2 for 3 on the day with 3 runs batted in. A pair of singles. 1-2 pitch. Loops over Giambi's head. And McQuinn will race around the 3rd. So runners at the corners with 1 down. They have to bring the infield in again. Can't afford to get behind by any more. So Rizzuto 0 for 3 with a RBI and a run scored. Ball 1 to Rizzuto. Mercier fires. Hit high in the deep and left center corner. And it's fair and catchable as Giambi makes a catch. Oh, wait. And the ball goes off his glove. Wow. That really has an effect, that poor outfield thing. Is there anybody I can put in for Giambi out there? He's killing us out there. Oh, man. I don't think there's anybody else that I can put out there. Oh, Mark Guthrie. Can he play outfield? No. Oh, he's a pitcher. Duh. Alright, so Christensen. He only had 1 game and 1 put out. I really don't want to put him out there. Fasano play in the outfield? No, just a catcher. Jennings. And he's got 3 games, just 1 put out. This is ridiculous. Really not a really deep lineup. He just play right field. I could move. Yes. I'm going to put him. Because Giambi's just killing us over there. You know he's a poor hitter. Ugh. Alright. I am going to put him in for Giambi. So I'm going to put him in right field. I'm going to put Long back in. Let's just check Long again. Long in left field. I mean, look at Jeremy Giambi. His fielding really wasn't... Oh, it was. Oh my goodness. It was horrible. How did I miss that? I think I meant to put him in right field, but I did. I meant to put him in right field, but I put him in left field. So that is on me. Still, though, I mean, we still would have got blown apart. It was just the Yankees' day today. All right, there we go. Ouch. So we got to keep playing the infield in. Now, these games happen every once in a while. That's baseball. No matter how good you manage or how bad you manage, these are going to happen. Okay. Infield in. Okay. 2-run shot off of Mercier last time. Infield pulled in. 1-2 on Houck. Straightaway center. Mercier gets a second out, and Damon makes the catch. Johnson tags up, as noodle arm Damon is not able to get to him. And it's 13-0 now, and the rout continues. Here's the payoff pitch, looping fly ball to left, falling in for a base hit, of course. Pseudo rounds third. All right, that's going to be it for Mercier. He's done. And yeah, we're going to throw home. I don't think I've thrown out a runner yet based upon those ratings. Those ratings, you just can't tell what's going on with those ratings. They're very vague. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, who are we going to put in now? Who's going to come in to hit the firing squad here next? I'm just going to bring in Magente. At this point, it really doesn't matter the matchups or anything. All right, so Mike Magnente comes in. 3-1 record, 2.77 ERA. Lindell up and in, up at the plate. Only a walk in 4 trips, 1-1 count, kick and delivery. Pop up. And Chavez makes the catch to retire the side. The Yankees tack in 3 more, and it's 14-0 now. So Jason Giambi up now. 1 for 2. One of only 3 hits, and Henrik can't get it. Makes it all the way to the wall. Giambi has a double to open up the 7th. So can the Oakland A's at least break up the shutout here by Reynolds? Tejada up now. Tejada looking for his first hit of the day. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball in the hole on the right side. And McQuinn has it. Hits Reynolds in the stride, picking up the out. So Giambi moves to third. So it brings up Eric Chavez. Chavez 1 for 2. Chavez hits one well to left, not quite well enough. Lindell makes the catch. A few feet shy of the track. Giambi tags up and scores easily. So at least we broke up the shutout there. So it's now 14-1. So that brings up Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 2. Here it comes. Hit in the air to right center. Moving away from DiMaggio. And it shoots by him, getting all the way to the fence. And the ball could have been caught, or at least cut off, but instead Hernandez in there with his second hit of the day. So a 2-out double. So it brings in Pyatt, who came into play left field. Pyatt hit just .211. Yeah. Do I have anybody else that can play left field? That's the question. This guy could, I guess. And what does he hit? Hit 302 against righties. We are going to bring in... Is it Jennings? Yes. So we're going to bring in Jennings. Not much of a bench. Alright. Alright, so he hit 250, but he hit 302 against righties. See if we can get another run in here. 3-1 delivery. Pops him up. Shallow right center. Henrik comes over and he makes the catch. Alright, so we'll put Jennings in the left field. Oops, I meant right field, right? Wait a second. How long should be in... Wait a second here. Alright, we'll put him in right field. And Long in left field. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll put Long in left field. And we'll put Jennings in right field. There we go. Okay. So Henrik up against Magnenti. Yogi Berra comes in the pinch hit. Berra comes in hitting 280 with 11 homers and 54 runs batted in. Here's the pitch to Yogi. Slowly hit. Mancino will wait and throw. And out number 1 here in the 8th. DiMaggio up now. 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Chopper to third. Tough play. Chavez backs up. Backhands it. Throws quickly. And gets him. So 2 down now. Brings up McQuinn. And they're going to pinch hit with Jack Phillips. Phillips hit 278 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. So the Yankees going to the bench here with a huge lead. Damon is on his horse and won't get there, so Phillips gets in with a hit. And Damon holds him to a single. Ellie Clark up now. And Bobby Brown is going to pinch hit for him. Bobby Brown hit 300 with a homer and 18 runs batted in. 2-1 pitch off the end of the bat, rolling to third. Magnenti off the mound. Gloves, whirls, throws. Wide throw. And pulled in by Giambi for the out, though. So great play by Giambi. Alright, so we have Yogi Berra playing right field. Phillips in at first base. And I think Johnson... No, he started before, right? Yeah, that's it. Alright, so what kind of an outfielder was Yogi Berra? Actually, not too bad. 960. Definitely better than Giambi. So Almeida signs in there now. Signs 0 for 2 on the day. Reynolds back out there. Here in the bottom of the 8th. As the Coliseum is pretty empty now. As just about everyone has left. This huge lead. And Signs is out. Long up now. Long 0 for 2 on the day. 1 strike pitch. It's going to be a base hit. So 1 out single for Long. Brings up top of the order Damon, still looking for his first hit. 1-1 pitch. Pop to a short. Rizzuto waits for it to come down and makes the catch. So 2 outs now for Mancino. 0 for 3 on the day. 3-1 pitch. And it's called ball 4. So runners on first and second with 2 down. So Giambi with an opportunity here. He's got a couple hits already today. One 0 pitch, ground to the right side. Play made by Sternweiss, and Giambi is retired to end the inning. So we'll head to the 9th with the Yankees up by a score of 14-1. They say it doesn't matter if you lose 14-1 or if you lose 2-1, it's still a loss. And that's the attitude we got to look at it today. As Johnson gets himself a hit. Well, why not? So the Yankees up to 13 hits. Phil Rizzuto up now. And we're going to get rid of... How many? Magente is actually pitched. We're going to leave Magente in. Magnente or whatever. He's pitched pretty well. He's definitely been the most effective pitcher that the A's have had today. Ball hangs up for Jennings. A slide and a catch. So 1 out as Johnson holds. Ralph Houck up now. Houck belted a home run despite not hitting any home runs on the season. 1 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. Here's the pitch, popped into the air. Shallow left field, center field. Damon's under it and takes it for out number 2. Sternweiss up now. Sternweiss 1 for 4. It's in the dirt. And Magnente grabs it. Two and 1 count. Right center field. And Damon has it to end the inning. So this game mercifully almost over. As we head to the bottom of the 9th. Reynolds will go for the complete game here. It'll be Tejada, Chavez, and Hernandez. Tejada hitless on the day, 0 for 3. 2-1 pitch. Left field, and Lindell has to take on a hop, so Tejada's on with a base hit. Chavez up now. Chavez 1 for 2 with an RBI. It's knocked in the only run for Oakland so far today. 0-1 count. Breaking ball lined toward the gap in right center. DiMaggio and Bear are both chasing it, and they can't get to it. It's all the way to the wall. Bear chases it and picks it up, throws it in. Tejada's rounding third. Chavez with a stand-up double. No, we can't. As much as I'd like to go with this. You know what? They'll probably cut it off anyway. I'm going to assume they're going to cut it off up by 13. And Bear's got just a fair arm. Tejada's average. I'm going to try to get another run here. What's the worst thing that can happen? And they're going to throw home. It'll be close. And he's safe. Good. That would have stunk. So 14-2. Chavez with the second RBI of the day. Hernandez up now. Hernandez with a couple of hits today. 2 for 3. Ball 1 on Hernandez. Here it comes. Fly down the right field line. Trouble if it stays fair. Falling. And it's foul. Just inside the chalk. So 1-1 count. Taken by Phillips. Steps on the bag for the out. Chavez slips over to third. So 2 outs now. So mercifully the A's down to the last out. Robin Jennings up now. 0 for 1. Three-one pitch. Curveball lifted up right. Barrow walks in a few steps and has it for out number 2. Chavez tags up and scores easily. So 14-3. Make it a little bit more respectable. So signs up now with the bases empty and 2 down. 1-2 delivery. And tag Sinus for the strikeout to end the game. So mercifully over. As Mr. Brody and Miss Mags have tuned out a long time ago. And the New York Yankees crush the Oakland Athletics by a score of 14-3. Let's take a look at the box score here. That was painful. Tempted to just exit the game, but we won't. We'll go through the box score here. So, Reynolds gets the complete game victory. Goes the distance. 9 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed. 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Zito takes the loss. Pitched well the first 3 innings, but just after the 4th, just cannot get it out. Zito 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Yankees just hit the ball, put the barrel on the bat, pretty much. So Tam didn't record an out. 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Murcia 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of them earned. Magnente is the best pitcher definitely for Oakland. 2 1/3 by far. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed. Let's look at the lineup for the Yankees. Sternweiss 1 for 5 with a run scored and RBI. Lindell 0 for 4 with a run scored. Henrich 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Yogi Berra came on the pinch hit and play right field. 0 for 1. DiMaggio 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. McQuinn, excellent day at first. 2 for 3. He also got hit by a pitch once. And I think he walked once also. 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. Phillips came in as a pinch hitter and played, I can't remember, first base, I think. He was 1 for 1. Clark, the DH, was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a RBI. Brown came on the pinch hit, 0 for 1. Johnson, third base, had an excellent day, 4 for 5 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. Phil Rizzuto, 0 for 4, but with 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. And Ralph Houck hit a home run, despite not hitting any on the season. 1 for 4 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. For Oakland, Damon 0 for 4, Menchino 0 for 3. Jason Giambi was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Tejada was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Chavez 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in. Hernandez 2 for 4. Jeremy Giambi 0 for 2. And he was replaced because he was awful in left field. Pyatt played right field for half an inning and then was pinch hit by Jennings, who was 0 for 1. And then Jennings went on to play, I think, right field, and Long switched to left field. Signs was DH was horrible, 0 for 4. And Long just 1 for 3. So very, very poor performance by Oakland all around. Errors by Menchino, Jeremy Giambi. Also, Giambi just wasn't able to get to some balls too. So he could have easily had. Actually, Giambi had 2 errors. Could have easily had at least a 3rd error and possibly a 4th, as he was awful in left field. Oh, actually, hold on, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm looking at doubles now. I thought those were all errors, but those are doubles. So yeah, not much to say here as the Yankees all over the Oakland Athletics, 14-3. Ouch. From Network Associates Coliseum. So let's look at that score sheet for Clinton Parks. You can look at this score sheet here as you learn some stuff about him tonight, that he was a avid scorekeeper and has scored for many different sports and many different teams. Little league, I guess high school, all kinds of different teams. He's done a lot of scoring for, so that was kind of cool to hear his story tonight as he played his National Pastime 3 baseball. So definitely check out his site. He's doing a lot of starting to do more National Pastime 3, a game that I like. I enjoy playing because of all the stats and everything in it. And I definitely got to get mine working again, so I'm going to try to work with him to possibly get that working again. I think, well, we will get it working again, I'm sure. I'm sure between the two of us we can get it going. Can't remember what I'm doing. I think I'm doing a 2016 season replay that I had going. So hopefully we can get back to that too, because that was fun while I was doing that. Just haven't done that in a long time. So alright, let's see here. So here's part of the box score. Let's go, the score sheet. Actually, that is the whole score sheet. There it is. Pretty cool. You can fit the whole game in one page here. Here's the game log. Definitely don't really want to look at this again. This is a long one, definitely. So here's the first 4 innings almost, I think. 3 or 4 innings, and we'll stop it here. Look at those right there. And here we go. That's it. So that is it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Another game from the ELO all-time teams tournament here. Let's I think we already see that you don't have to do this again. No. Okay. I just like to make sure. Exit. So let's check out our standings here. Okay, so let's put it back here. There we go. Alright. So those are your standings now. So we just played a game from Division. Here it is. Is it Division 3 here? Yes. So Division 3 here. Division 4, sorry. So we still have to play one from Division 2 and Division 3 to keep even here. So it's starting to take a little bit of shape here. So again, if you see any of these games in here, these are all the games still from day 1, as we're playing every game here. So let me know if there's anything you want to see, or else I'm just going to play, do them evenly from each division. So I'll probably try to play a game, like I said, a game from Division 2 or Division 3. So if you see any of these teams that you want to see in 2 and 3 for the next day, well, let me know. Or even if you want to see something from either the Division 1 or 4, well, let me know. And here are the matchups right here. So these are the ones that are left as it's starting to fill up here. So yeah. So if you'd like to see, just leave it in the comments and I will play it. So take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next ELO all-time tournament, league tournament. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.